Hi everybody, thanks for joining me again. Getting ready to paint another picture. Talk about our journey in life. You know, we're all on a journey. This life takes us different places, one step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. Um, a lot of times in this journey there's some hard places. Life gets rough. We feel a lot of struggle. But, it's important to know that on this journey you're never alone. There's always people. There's always people that you can reach out to. Maybe you feel like there's not. And there's nothing worse than having that feeling of being isolated and alone and no one cares. But those are lies. Lies, because there are so many people out that would reach out and help you. It's just sometimes it's a matter of looking in different places. If you go to the same places with all the same kind of people that are like you, then they can't help you because they can't help themselves. I know in my life, because of the things I wanted to be different, I had to go look somewhere else. So and I found people. I found people to help me, people that would encourage me, people that would talk about my strengths, even when I felt like I didn't have any. Help me learn how to dream in my life, how to hope for more, hope for better. And I really appreciate that. And that's the same for everyone. Everyone has those opportunities. I believe that life in itself, that everyone is the same. We all have a matter of choice. We have the ability to choose. Now, we can't help the things that have happened when we were children. We had no control over a lot of those things. But as an adult, we have the ability to go into different places to make some changes in our life. We have to have courage. You have to do something different. And different's not always easy. I'll be the first one to say that. I don't like change so much in my life. I don't like not knowing what to expect. And I know that I'm no different than a lot of people. It is difficult to, when you feel like, when you really don't have a lot of confidence and you feel like that the cards are stacked against you, that you've been handed a bad deck, or a bad hand actually. But just like in a card game, you can turn those cards in. You can, we've got some friends that we play cards with, and there's a part of the game that's called Pass the Trash, and so whoever the first person is, they get to pick the cards in their hands that they don't want to keep and play with, and that's how it starts. And that's what we can do in our life. Hand off some of those things. What can you look into that can be different? And that's what it really takes. Open your eyes. Look at your own life. See where do you have weakness? Where do you have frustrations and all these different things that are gonna, make you be negative. It's hard to change when you're hopeless and when you have a lot of negativity in your life. It is hard, and that's why we need others. We need other people. We were never made to be on an island. We were never made to walk this journey alone. And God made more than one person, and He said in the beginning with Adam and Eve, with Adam, that everything was good except He noticed that Adam was alone, and it was not good for him to be alone. So He made Eve. Well, anyway, so in this journey, this is what I'm saying. There are people out there that are going to help you. People out there that will change the way you see things, change the way you think about things, and even though it's hard places, those hard places don't have to dictate all that goes on in your life. A lot of times a hard place is a growing place. A hard place helps build character. It helps, have you ever thought about this? Whenever you go to school and you learn something, once you learn something, what happens? You have to take a test. And the tests in life are not always fun. Just like those tests at school were never fun. Some things came easier for some people than others. They just had more confidence. They had better study skills. They could retain information. I mean, there's all kinds of things. All kinds of things that make that different. And I have to say that that's all part of it too. And that's why we should never have comparison in our life. Comparison, there's only one you. Only one you. And you have to be unique. Be the best you. That's who you compare yourself to. Who you are. What do you want out of life? Who do you want to be? Have visions, have ideas about your life. And that's what it's going to take. Now, you can kind of see this. Hold on a second. I don't know if you know for sure what I'm doing here, what I'm making, but in this journey, and I made this a sidewalk. We're walking in this journey, like I said, we don't have to walk this journey alone. There's all kinds of people out there to help us, people with their hands out looking and searching for people to help, and this journey can be struggling, it can be hard and difficult. But just like this sidewalk, in this sidewalk it's concrete, there's no life. There's nothing that would produce life. Yet, a lot of times when we walk down the sidewalk, sometimes there's something that we see that's just kind of pops out of there. Something that's struggling. Something that has definitely not growing where it was planted. Well, it is growing where it was planted, but not where it's supposed to be planted. There's flower gardens and the grass and all this, not in the middle of a sidewalk. And in that sidewalk, there we find a pretty little flower. And that can be us. It doesn't matter how hard your life is or how long this journey is or the journey in this sidewalk, it still stays hard sometimes, but life can be brought. Everything can be new, everything can be different, and life just starts growing in places we don't expect it. So, all right, well, thanks for joining me again. And like I said, this life is a journey, but you don't have to be alone.